Almost doing the Tony Gonzalez.
Eric, Tamba was telling us from the defensive point of view, he finds the Raiders a dirty team to play and face. When you're facing their defensive line, do you notice any difference or anything like that from their line?
Well, it's always chippy when you play those guys. I think I think being here in Kansas City and knowing the rivalry now, it's going to be even probably more chippy. So that's the way I would probably describe it more so than anything. There's probably going to be a lot of leg pushing and leg shoving and everyone trying to work to get that last shove in on every play. So that's just the kind of game we're going to be playing in, and I think you kind of know that going in.
Derek Johnson said, well, he's talking about the line. They're all dirty. They all play like both sides of the ball, as if he's separated from that. What's your reaction to that?
Those linebackers, they're always above the fray, right? They've never hit a defenseless receiver before, haven't they?
Do you expect home game any reaction from the crowd? Well, the last time at home, it was Matt got hurt and you took a stand and that was great. But now this is the next home game, and do you expect the crowd to be supportive?
I guess I really don't have a ton of expectation going into it as far as that. Until you asked that question, I haven't really thought about it. So they're going to do what they're going to do, and I got to go out there and do what I got to do. And nothing that they're going to do can affect the way I play, and I got to go play well for this team to win. So that's the way I look at it. I don't try to look into that and worry about how they're going to receive me or how that's going to play. I mean, they're going to do what they're going to do. And like I said, I'm more worried about what I have to do. I got a big test this week. I think all of us on the front line have a big test this week going against the guys they have. So I'm more worried about trying to block the more Houston than anything else.
No holding penalty would probably go a long way to no reaction, wouldn't it? That's the only time they'd say your name.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, as an offensive lineman, you always try to remain anonymous. I think we're kind of like long snappers that way. You never want anybody to know your name. So, listen, I go out there every day trying to keep it clean and stuff like that. But I'm going to keep playing hard. And you don't always get the calls that go your way, but that's the way it goes sometimes too.
When you talk about the Raiders being chippy, is it tough to try and avoid retaliating, fighting back, and getting yourself in trouble against teams like that?
No, I think if you don't want to get retaliated on, you just play with the whistle. I think it's hard to let them give a cheap shot if you're willing to play whistle to whistle. And I think against a team like that, that's what you got to do. You just got to play whistle to whistle. You got to keep going, and you can't give them a shot for a cheap shot or kind of a push or something like that. So I always look at it, if you're, like you said, if you keep playing and you're playing all the way to the whistle, it's hard for them to do anything.
Thank you.